Hello, my starlings. Just a moment, we are experiencing some technical difficulties, but we are getting it straightened out. There we go. Hi, my starlings. It's good to see you. Hi, Neo-san. Hi, Jonathan-san. Hi, Flyboy-san. How's everybody doing this fine evening? Hi, Dark-san. Konnichiwa, Mina-san. Ah, my goodness. It is so good to be back. Yeah, I didn't stream last Friday because honestly, I had gotten heat stroke. Yay. I'm going to be so happy for fall. I'm not even kidding you. But how's everybody doing? I hope you're not too hot. You know, like, it's okay if you're hot. You know, like, I hope you're not hot, you know. Oh, you know. Anyways, though. Oh, I'm all right, Dark Sun. It's just, oh my gosh. I live in Florida. And if it's not like, you know, like, it's trying to fry me, okay? I'm a chicken. And like, it's constantly trying to fry me. This horrible, terrible weather. I hate summer here. I love spring. I love fall. And I adore winter. But I just can't do summer. So, yeah, sometimes it just knocks me right out. I wake up like hot and I can't breathe and I'm like, turn the air up, somebody please. And I'm like, I'm so hot. And my mother's like, quick, go get a cold shower. So I get a cold shower. She's like, quick, put the compress on your neck. I put the compress on my neck. She's like, quick, drink cold water. But my God, you know, like, how did like Ruby say it in Steven Universe? How did she say it? Like I'm a never-ending flame, baby. That's what I feel like. Oh, Jonathan-san, you said, I went to the doctor yesterday, and they had to put me on some medication to help with my depression and anxiety. Oh, Jonathan-san, oh my goodness. Well, I hope that you feel a little better on it. You know what? There's nothing wrong with that medication. You gotta take what you gotta take to help you get through the day. That's just how I feel. But then again, considering how they practically roll the red carpet out for me whenever I go to the doctor. Seriously, I've got so many bloody medications to keep me alive. But I'm just saying, though, you know, take your stuff, you know, like, and how do you say, monitor how you feel and make sure to keep notes and tell the doctor if you're improving. I'm just saying it's always good, you know, to check in with yourself and to keep track of yourself and to give yourself the best treatment. Oh my goodness, wait, is it Ellie or Eli? Hi there, how are you doing, my starling? Thanks for coming to my stream. Hope you're having a beautiful night. Oh, I hate the heat too, so I get it. Fall can't come soon enough. Oh, Neo-san. Neo-san, you're after my own heart, my starling. I love the colder weather. I really do. Oh, that makes sense. Florida is Satan's booty hole in the summer. You're not kidding, Dark Sun. You're absolutely not kidding. Oh! Gorish! Thank you for subscribing, my starling. Oh my God, you've been with me 23 months. Thank you. Arigato gozaimasu, Gorish-san. You know, and since you're so generous, I feel very generous too. Ara. Thank you so much. Let's see. I'm doing well aside from a lockdown exercise today. Oh, really? That was a pain, but bright side. I got to do some horseback riding. Oh my gosh! And I ain't escaping the cowboy allegations after that one. Oh, Flyboy son, considering your taste, I'm sure that was a trip and a half. I bet you had the time of your life. Oh my gosh. You know, I grew up in horse country. I'm just saying, some of the fastest thoroughbreds, like in horse racing, came from Florida. You just, especially if you go to the Ocala area, like there's paddocks everywhere, horses everywhere, people racing horses around the track. Although I hope that they're being a little bit more gentle on them considering how hot it is this summer. But yeah, you get some of the best race horses that you can get here. But I bet infantry horses are a bit different, Flyboy son, aren't they? I bet they're bred for different reasons, you know, like different like shapes, you know, muscle. You know, you gotta have the meat on them bones, you know, to be soldier horses. Oh, you were like Chica, that soldier put in the oven. I feel it, Jonathan's son. Chica, that was put in the oven is my spirit animal right now. It's just too freaking hot. In the case of an anxiety or panic attack, you can always try sour or tart candy. It'll act as a temporary distraction solution to the neurons of the brain. I didn't even know that. That's amazing, Dark Sun. That's, that's actually really cool. The human body is so fascinating. Oh, let's see. If you are a Texan like myself, horseback riding makes sense. Yeah, here in Florida too, like you do see horse trails. There's a lot of horse trails in Florida. And I'm just saying there's some areas that like you cannot ride cars or trucks right through in Florida. I mean, come on. We have cities here, but they took the cities and they put them in the swamp, okay? Where did Trek Swamp go? We took it, okay? And we built a parking lot. But the thing is, it's still a swamp. So there's still places that cars and trucks cannot easily go. Horses are very, very useful in the state of Florida because the swamps, especially if they're bred for that, it doesn't bother them as much. They can easily run through like shallow swamp water. Oh, you gotta watch out for the swamp puppies. Those frickin' gators are looking for their next meal, okay? You gotta watch out. Let's see. And then Heavy beat the crud out of Freddy. Absolutely, as he should. It was equine therapy and trail riding, and they were geldings. And most military horses are I thought they'd be draft horses. It's the only horse breed that I can think makes sense. Or like nowadays, it's mostly quarter horses. Oh, all of our horses were quarter horses. Really good horses. Although, I always got unlucky, okay? I was the one constantly being thrown over the handlebars, so to speak. I was thrown this way, crow hopped. I was thrown down and rolled on top of, dragged through fields of cactuses. My starlings, horses don't respect me. They don't respect me one heckin' bit, which made me really sad because I liked horses, and I grew up in horse country, so I was expected to be able to learn how to ride them and be a horsewoman. But then they were mean to me because, they knew I was a weak little nerd pie. Horses, oh my God, horses are characters. They all have their own different personalities, but they all expect their rider to be large and in charge, a real, alpha man or lady or anybody in between, and that just wasn't me. I'm kind of soft. Not built to be a horse lady, I'm afraid, but that's okay. We all have our own destinies, don't we? I'll ride a dragon instead. How's that? At least, Neo-san, you said, I don't know about being after your heart, but you do have a bad habit of misreading my messages. Wait, making them far more flirty? I did? It's happened at least 3 times before. Oh, no. But only with me, at least every time I'm here in the chat. Neo-san, I'm not doing it on purpose, I swear. I guess I just have that, that personality about me. Gomenasai sumimasen. No, now I'm feeling all modest. Oh, the horse I was riding was an introvert that was very particular about his personal space. If I had come across a horse that was an introvert, we probably would have gotten along. There's a lot of extroverted horses, and they were all on our farm. Heaven's sake. And they didn't respect you unless you were like of a very strong, direct personality. And I'm a writer type. I'm the type that would speak in flower language if it was more acceptable and known in today's world. I'd send people flowers that had meanings. But nobody gets that. Like in today's world. I love reading books though where they use a little bit of flower language. Oh, speaking of which, in the light novel that I'm writing, Chibi Night. Like, I'm just saying, the women are named, like, some of them, like, in the royal family, like, well, most of them in the royal family, if not all of them, are named after flowers, like magnolia and azalea, things like that. And the thing is that they're named that way because of pieces of their personality. So I'm just saying, and the entire kingdom is called Evergreen, okay? And the capital city is called Willow. I'm just saying, there's a lot of plant stuff, like, in my light novel. Wait, what am I doing? Hold on. Yep, it's actually on my Patreon, my Starlings. I got like 8 chapters for free right now, and like every time I get a new chapter, like the old chapter goes on there for free. So if you'd like to read it or just support like a writer, you can go on there. Just saying, my Starlings. I'm just happy that people are reading my light novel, honestly, because I'm hoping that it improves people's moods. I'm hoping, to bring back the old shonen feeling. I know that my protagonist, okay, there's 2 characters and they share the protagonist spot. You've got, like, Chibi Knight, who is she's like 4'8", and she became the Princess Knight, and then you have the Prince. and they're both the main character, and they're approaching it from different sides of the story, and they're going to come meet in the middle and exchange sides. I mean, I'm just saying, I know that sounds weird because there's no context behind it, but trust me, it works. And the thing is that, like, I miss the old shonen. Does anybody here remember, like, when shonen was just, oh my god, by the time you were done watching it, you just felt so amazing. You felt like euphoric. You felt uplifted. And you're like, oh my god, wow, if they can do that, I can do that. Like, I feel like I could do anything. You know, like, you ever watch a shonen where you just, like, you're like, wow, you just feel energy vibrating in your freaking heart, and you feel like you could climb a mountain, and you're inspired by the protagonist, and you're like, if they could do it, maybe I could do it, because they're trying to do this, and I'm just trying to do this, and I'm just trying to get through life, and wow, maybe everything's going to be okay after all, and maybe I can believe in myself. You know, that kind of shonen stuff, like, I miss those kinds of shonens. I used to watch them all the time, but they've been getting fewer and fewer in production. Oh my god, a lot of shonens lately, like, kind of depress me even. I'm like, wow, I just wanted to watch something, you know, and just, like, feel inspired by the main character's struggles and them overcoming, you know, all their shite and all of the obstacles around them, and just shooting up to the stratosphere and just feeling like they could catch a star. Like, that's the thing, my starlings. I just really wanted to feel that again. And because I couldn't feel it, I decided to write it. Because nobody was producing that kind of stuff anymore, and it made me really sad. And I'm like, you know what? I'm like, I am going to write that, and I want people to be able to experience that feeling again. I want to take everything in anime that made it so wonderful, and all of the old shonens, and bottle it up and compress it and dilute it until I can put it into a bottle and then dump it on my light novel and serve it up to other people and say, here's what you need. Read this. And you'll feel encouraged again. You'll feel inspired again. Like, through these people's struggles, like, you're going to see a little bit of yourself in each of them, and you're going to feel like you can do it. Whatever it is, you'll feel encouraged, and you'll feel alive again, because once you're done reading that, it will uplift, and you'll feel good again. I'm just saying, my starlings, I just want to give to everybody. I want to give an experience to everybody. I want you to feel the way you used to feel. Like when you watched an amazing shonen, and like when you were a kid, and you're just like, wow, I feel inspired. I can do it too. I want you to feel that feeling again, my starlings. I'm hoping that in writing this and other people reading it, that it'll raise their vibrational energy levels, and it will inspire them to do good things in their life, big things. Oh god, I'm behind on chat. Hold on. Gomen ne. Oh, a flirtatious personality is Yukano-san. I'm afraid it is. I'm afraid it is, Dark Sun. You're absolutely right. Oh, there we go. The horse, already read that one. And there was an old horse with only one eye that decided to nuzzle me when I was petting him. Oh, Flyboy Sun, that is precious. I love that. I love when horses are like that. Particularly old ones. You just want to gather their face up and just hug and love them. Let's see. My family were Texas Rangers during the war. Should explain a bit. Wow. I wish I had family members like who had histories like that. Unfortunately, it's a little bit more boring than that. A lot of my family were either farmers or thieves. So you had really good, honest people on this side, and then the other side of the family, oh my god, you know, lock away the valuables because Cousin Ted's coming. That kind of thing. I've been bitten by a horse before. I was at my mother's brother's house. Oh my god. I was chewed on by a horse before, but it wasn't their fault. They thought my hand was a carrot. I was feeding him a carrot. I wasn't paying attention, and then I got my finger, like, chomped. It's my own fault. I should have been paying attention. The horse can't distinguish. My hand smelled like a carrot at that point, and I should have been watching. You know, like, it's just like operating dangerous machinery. You gotta pay attention. Let's see. Oh, introversion for the win. Oh, my voice cracked. Gomenasai. Introversion for the win. Those specifically confident introverts. That horse knows what's up. I couldn't agree more, Neo-san. Let's see. Roy, the horse I was riding, would get grumpy and his ears would pin back if other horses got too close. Well, you know, even horses have their own personal bubbles. Okay, don't pop the bubble. Oh, for me, the peak of that kind of shonen was Gurren Lagann. You have great taste, Flyboy-san. Yeah, tell me about it. Every once in a while, I feel depressed. That's the thing, Jonathan-san. Life is so sad today. I want people to be able to feel better. Um, Believe in me that believes in you. Yours is a drill that will pierce the heavens. Yes. Who the hell do they think they are? Yes, you got the good stuff. Flyboy-san, you brought the good stuff. I love that quote. No, can't say I've ever felt that with a shonen. But they do tend to make my heart hurt because of the villain/tragic characters when I learn their backstories. You know what? You know what's funny thing about villains? A villain is just a character whose story has not yet been told. I saw that quote one time and then I realized that it was absolutely true. Like, for example, okay, let me take the worst of the worst, okay? Then again, can I call him the worst of the worst? No, he's actually really bad. Okay. Hisoka from Hunter x Hunter. Yes, he's a trash clown. Yes, we should not try to be like Hisoka. Hisoka's a bad man, okay? He's a really bad person. And like, murders indiscriminately, treats everything like a game, and he's a pervert, for heaven's sake. But the thing is, though, my starlings, that I'm like, we don't know his backstory. If we knew his backstory, if we knew what happened to him when he was a child to create this dysfunction that is Hisoka, would we feel differently about him? I think we would. I mean, once I learned what happened to Crollo Lucifer, like in the series, and like all the people who followed him in the, like in his group, I realized that, like, I felt totally different about him after I figured out what a tragic backstory he had. Like, oh my god, just his dysfunction made total sense. And how, like, that group had just clung together, like, just trying to hold together in the storm that is life, like, and how messed up they became because of where they were raised. Where the heckin' came from. Then I found my empathy for him. Like, I still don't like what he did to Kurapika, his clan, and his family. He's a bad man. But am I saying that I still have some, sympathy for the devil? Absolutely. Literally. Crollo Lucifer, sympathy for the devil. But yes. I'm just saying, though, it's amazing, isn't it? Like, once you find out what people have gone through, your attitude toward them changes. Oh, I say that as an understatement. Let's see. To be honest, I am at a point in my life to where I do not know my purpose in life. I want to be online famous, but there are people that say it will never happen. Jonathan-san, don't settle. Don't settle for what they think of you. Don't settle for less, okay? I'm just saying, my starling, you can do so much more than you think that you're capable of. Keep trying. And if something doesn't work, try something else. That's your goal, isn't it? You want to be famous online? Keep trying it. Keep knocking on different doors until something opens. I just tried a new series out on my TikTok, and I'm shocked with how well it's doing on TikTok and on YouTube. Guess what? I stumbled upon the idea, total accident. Complete and total accident. I thought to myself, this will never work. No one's ever going to watch this. They're watching it. But you know what? If I hadn't tried, I wouldn't know, would I? I'm just saying, my starlings, you got to keep trying. You got to keep knocking on those doors. And eventually, you're going to get what you want. Don't give up. That's the key. That's the ticket. That's the secret. Just don't give up. Because the people that haven't given up haven't failed. That's the secret. Let's see. Oh, Ozzy! Hi, Ozzy-san! How are you doing? I hope you're doing well, my starling. It's good to see you. How has your night been? Hope it's been lovely, and hope it's cooled down where you're at, because it is still hot here. It's too hot. Oh my gosh. Let's see, Neo-san, you said, I have a lot of military and Navy in my family, including my great-grandpa, whose submarine blew up in World War II. Oh my gosh, your great-grandpa, my condolences, but still, that's a cool heckin' story, though. Oh my gosh, I feel bad for your great-grandpa, though. But then again, oh, wait, he survived? But he has amnesia for 5 years? He heckin' survived a heckin' submarine going poof? Oh my gosh, that is a strong individual. Oh my gosh, their body's just built different. Oh my stars, I can't believe they survived a submarine going poof. Oh wow, amnesia though for 5 years. That's crazy. Still, a small price for surviving a disaster like that, I must say. Oh, that's just a Texan side of my family. The Bayou side of my family was politicians, doctors, and lawyers, which is just a fancy way of saying that side was alcoholics and riverboat gamblers. I always wanted to travel on a riverboat. There's still a few open, like I think in Georgia and in Tennessee. I kind of just want to go take a week-long vacation to go on a river, like a gambling riverboat, a restored gambling river paddle boat thing. I really want to do that. It seems so cool. I've seen pictures and videos. I'm jealous. And if you want the worst of the worst, Lord Frieza. Oh, yes. Hiffle had him right when he says he knows what he is. A child-killing intergalactic tyrant. Exactly! Frieza. But then again, okay, sympathy for the devil. I'm really good at that. I mean, the thing is that, like, Frieza's childhood and raising, we don't know enough about that. What if he was completely neglected by everybody, like, by the people that mattered? Daddy Dearest, for example. And the thing is, we don't know how they reproduce. Like, does it take two of his species to reproduce, or do they just reproduce? So the thing is that, like, what if one of his parents is absent? Did they die? Did they run away? Like, what happened there? Or if it was just one parent that had him, the thing is, though, like, where were they? Like, when Frieza needed them most? Was it a case that, young Frieza, like, didn't get enough attention? That could be it. We don't know. I'm curious, though. I'd love to know. I need to know more about the villains. I love learning about the villains. Oh, as a horror writer and a songwriter, it does make me smile knowing that some people can relate to my stuff. You know what? I think all writers feel that way, Dark Sun. We want to be seen because we feel so unusual in society, don't we? We writer types are just like, does anybody else get it? Guys? Then the other writers pop up and they're like, we get you. We're like, yay. It's the little things in life. Oh, I had been streaming a lot and yet nobody had come to even watch my streams. I was playing a game called Four Goddesses Online. I've never heard of that one, Jonathan-san. Like, what is it about? Oh, my grandmother's dad was in World War II, but he was drafted. What's funny? I have no history, like, of any of my relatives, like, joining, like Nam, World War I, World War II. It's very strange. Maybe that's been lost to time. By the way, those elf ears make your model cuter. Props to the artist. Oh, thank you, Neo-san. I actually put them on myself. Oh my gosh, yeah, I didn't draw them. Like, I did, like, change the shading a little bit. I put the earring on and everything. I'm just like, I wonder, gunk, and I'm like, I had to remove some hair over here, like, and tuck some behind. Like, but the thing is, though, thank you so much. Yeah, I just thought, what this look could use? I'm like, it needs elf ears. Let's see. Well, to answer your question, it's going good, but it's storming and hot where I'm at. But I must ask, what are we talking about? Wait, what was I talking about? Now I forgot what I was talking about. I was talking about villains. Curse those monkeys. His species reproduce asexually, I think. That's probably the beef. That's probably the beef that he has with every other species, really. Maybe he thinks it's unusual that, it takes two to tango. Maybe he thinks that asexual reproduction is, like, the only right way to go. Maybe that's why he's got a beef with everybody else. But, he's in the rarity. I mean, if daddy/mommy dearest, like, had him and everything like that, I mean, it usually takes two. So, like, he needs to quit. He needs to get off his high horse is all I'm saying. Because he's in the rarity. Okay, his species is in the rarity. Every representative we've had of his race are conniving and backstabbing psychopaths. That's true. From King Cold to his Universe 6 counterpart Frost. That actually really disappointed me, Flyboy-san. Oh, let me get a drink of tea. Whew, it's dry. That really disappointed me. Okay, when I first saw Frost, I thought to myself, wait a second. Every universe is different. Maybe, just maybe, it's a view, like a little window. Like, we could view into what it would be like to have a good Frieza. And I'm like, Frost may be, like his opposite. He may be a good person. Well, a good alien. But then, then he disappointed us. But maybe that's the whole point. Maybe the whole point was, like that no matter what universe you're in, Frieza is still a sack of shite. Anything like him. Maybe that was the whole point, that there's no changing Frieza. Let's see. Wait, I'm going to allow that. Not sure why they blocked it. Oh, Cyber Dimension Neptuna 4 Goddesses Online is a 2007 action RPG developed by Compile Heart and Tamsoft, published by Idea Factory International. Despite its title, it's primarily a single-player game with an optional online co-op multiplayer mode. Set in the Hyperdimension Neptuna... Wait, I've heard of the Neptuna games universe. The game uses Unreal Engine 4 and was released on PlayStation 4, PC, and other platforms. Huh. The key to getting people's attention that you stream and you should watch you is advertising share out across social media. Let's see. Yeah, I wanted Frost to be a good guy too. I really wanted him to as well, Neo-san. I really did. It would have been an interesting concept to see this kind of counterpart. But then again, writing a good Frieza would be really hard without changing what makes him fundamentally Frieza. Maybe the writers got stuck. But then again, Toriyama, was he still alive at that time period? I don't know, and other people told me it was an offshoot, so I'm not sure. Is it canon, or isn't it canon? Was it Toriyama who wrote this, or was it his assistants? Oh, my starlings, by the way, we do have an ad break coming up in about 30 seconds now. I'll see you after the ad break, or if you're subscribed, sit here, stay here. But actually, Dark Sun, weirdly enough, you want to hear my own little secret? Sharing across social media did not help me. It doesn't help me. I don't care if I share it to Twitter. X, whatever, Elon. I don't care if I share it to Blue Sky. Like, me sharing my stuff across social media has not gotten any attention. People find me by accident. I am somebody that people literally stumble upon. Like, at their least expected moment, they find me. I don't know. Is the universe bringing them to me? Is this, like, happy accidents? I don't know. Oh, my gosh. Let's see. My point of credit towards Frieza is that he's almost as honest as Cell. He may be a genocidal psychopath. Wait. Genocidal... I can't say that word today. Psychopath, but he's honest about things, and it's not his fault. People don't ask questions or take it at face value. You know what, Flyboy-san? That's the thing, though. I mean, would you rather tell... I always tell people, I get in trouble for being kind of blunt sometimes. They're like, you have no chill, and I'm just like, what? Would you rather I tell you the truth or a pretty lie? The ugly truth or a pretty lie? You can only choose one. And they're like, well, I want the truth, obviously. Then I tell them the truth. They get mad at me anyways. And I'm like, you asked for the truth. What do you want from me? I gave you the option. Do you want me to tell you the truth or lie? This one person, one time I said, do you want me to tell you the truth? They're like, no. I'm like, no? They're like, lie to me. I said, lie to you? They're like, tell me lies. Pretty lies. Tell me your prettiest lie. I said, okay. I said, I'm supportive of that. And they're like, thank you. I'm just saying, my starlings, I cannot win unless you actually mean it when you tell me that you want the truth. Then we get along just fine. Glitterson! Hi! Ow, I hit my own mic. Ow, I hope that didn't deafen everybody. Hi, Glitterson. How are you doing? Oh, by the way, everybody, this is Glitterson. That is my VTuber Papa. He helped me come up with the original model that you're seeing. Okay, not the Elvish. I'm talking about the original. You know the one. But hi, Glitterson. Hope you're doing well. Let's see. But yeah, Flyboy-san, people say they want the truth. They don't want the truth. And then when you give them the option, tell them the truth, because they asked for it, they get mad. Humans are confusing. I'm telling you. Oh, the story takes place in, Gamindustry, a world ruled by 4 goddesses known as CPUs, console Patron units. I said Patreon, good lord, patron units. Let's see, a bunch of people. The game within a game is set in a fantasy world of Asgard, a lush land created by the goddesses around the tree of Leavenverd. Well, it does sound interesting, Jonathan saw, but the thing is that like, well, I mean, you said you wanted to get popular, right? The thing is it a very niche game, or are there a lot of people playing it? Like, I'm just saying, for example, Fortnite. Everybody's doing it. Everybody's playing Fortnite. And the thing is, I mean, I don't personally watch Fortnite. I find it like, I mean, I like other tournament game type stuff. It's just not Fortnite. You know, like, I like watching Rocket League sometimes. You know, like, I just want to chill. I like watching little cars, little toy cars, like hit balls across the court. Okay, guilty pleasure. I mean, come on, let me have my stuff. I like watching people like you know those tournaments where they play Zelda Link to the Past randomizer runs and they're against each other like on the same seed? I love watching those. Let's see. Sometimes I'll watch League of Legends. It really just depends on my mood, but yeah, I like a lot of people are playing Fortnite. And so I'm just saying like if you're okay, how do I say this delicately? Oh, screw it. I'm terrible at being delicate. I'm just going to say it. The thing is, if your goal is to enjoy and play games that you enjoy playing games for yourself, you know, you should be doing that honestly on your own time. But if you want to play games solely for the point of getting popular online, you got to play games that attract a huge group of people. Like a big old group of people. Now me, I've got this slider scale. The thing is in my slider scale, and I mean this is just me leveling right now, honestly, with anybody who's aspiring to do this, like anybody who's aspiring to stream. I personally have a sliding scale. The thing is, I have games that I really, really love to play. I love them so heckin' much, but nobody would want to watch me play them. Those go in the I'm going to play those later because I'm a gamer. Those go in their own little pile. Then you have games way over here that people love to watch other people play, but I hate playing those games. And so I'm like, I'm not going to play them, so I'm shoving those way over here in the I'm not playing those section. Like Fortnite. Seriously, me and Fortnite have beef, okay? I tried it. I couldn't stand Fortnite. Oh, I'm not against you if you like Fortnite. It's just not my game. And then you have the sliding scale. You have the games, like the games go in it that people like watching and that I enjoy playing. And you know, like and the thing is that I try to find a medium, an equilibrium, so that I'm enjoying the games that I'm playing, and my starlings love watching the games that I'm playing. I mean, I have my own personal bar for that, but not everybody has that bar. Some people just play professionally. They don't even like the games they're playing. Like I have talked to a few of them. They hate the game that they play all the time, but guess what? It brings in the views. I'm not that person. I can't do that. I can't do that to myself. I can't pretend. I'm terrible at pretending things, my starlings. I'm terrible at pretending I like stuff. Okay, so I have to enjoy what I'm doing. But at the same time, I want my starlings to really enjoy what I'm doing too. So those are the games that go in the bar, and those are the games that I stream. But yeah, you've got to decide why you're doing this. Like, and where your bar is, your standards. Like how much of it like are you going to do because you just want, you know, the social media attention, which is totally valid, or like how much of you are you doing just because you enjoy whatever it is. You have to find your equilibrium if you want to be a streamer full time. Let's see, back to me reading those stuff. I already read that. Yes, he was still alive during Super. He died during a production of the Dragon Ball Daima anime. Alright, so that was his intention. Frost ended up exactly as Toriyama wanted him to be. He wanted him to be, how do you say, you know, a wolf in sheep's clothing. He gave us false hope and then he took it away. And if that was his goal, he did a really good job because he had me fooled. I really thought, oh my stars, it's finally happened. We found a good Frieza. Nope. Nope, we were all taken for a heckin' ride. Oh my goodness. Bravo, Toriyama. Bravo. You had me going there. God, I miss Toriyama. Miss him. Let's see. Well, since I'm seeing someone talking about games, have you heard about the Five Nights at Freddy's X? Yes! Times Dead by Daylight that's coming out on Tuesday. Is it coming out on Tuesday? Hell yeah! I've been waiting and waiting and waiting, and I'm so excited. Yes, you're ready for it. I'm ready for it too. I love Springtrap, Ozzy. I love it. I'm so excited. Oh, okay, I gotta calm down. It's too hot for this. It's too hot to be this excited. I'm just saying, I've been waiting for this for such a long time. I predicted it 4 years before it happened. And everybody said, that's never gonna happen. Never say never. I'm gonna get what I want. And plus, I call Springtrap Huntress's Redemption. Because I cut my teeth on Huntress. Playing Dead by Daylight, my Starling. She was my first love, okay? She was the first killer I ever learned how to play. But then, as time went on, like, she got less and less powerful as everybody else got stronger and stronger. And so I can't even play her anymore because she's just not good enough anymore. The power scaling has, like, really messed her up. So I stopped it and playing her, and it made me sad because I missed throwing her axes. And now we have Springtrap. We have Springtrap. We have someone throwing projectiles again. We have someone throwing axes again. And I feel alive. I love it. Huntress's Redemption has finally come. I'm going to enjoy every second of him. I can't wait to buy him. Oh, okay, I hate spending money, but I will spend a lot of heckin' money to get me my Springtrap. Finally. I digress. I'm getting too excited. Let's see. Well, here, resting a little from work, and you. Glitter Sun. I'm doing well. It's just really, really hot here tonight. Whew. My goodness. Yeah, you totally should rest. You work hard. You deserve to rest. Let's see. Neo-san, you said, you probably won't believe me, but I almost never lie. Like, I actively avoid lying at any cost. Unless it's for board games that require it. I just suck at lying, Neo-san. I suck at lying. I figured this out when I was young. Like, when I was, 5 years old, I actually realized I watched little kids get away with all kinds of ridiculous lies, and their parents believed them. I tell a lie, I get caught. And so I'm like, it's not worth lying. I just get in more trouble. You literally, and my mother she made a deal with me when I was young. She's like, I'm not going to be mad if you tell me the truth. And so she's like, you're not going to get in trouble as long as you're honest. Well, that was kind of a lie, to be honest with you. But the thing is, though, is that I found that if I told the truth more often than I tried to get away with lying, I would get in less trouble. So the thing is that I just realized the juice wasn't worth the squeeze. So I became a very truthful potato. I don't lie unless you ask me to. But then I'm lying. But the thing is, though, if it makes you feel better, I guess I accomplished, my mission in life. For example, that person who said, I said, well, do you want a pretty truth? Do you want an ugly lie or pretty truth? Wait, no, opposite. Do you want like an ugly truth or a pretty lie? They're like, lie to me. I'm like, lie to you? They're like, just heckin' lie to me. I need you to lie to me. And like, okay. I said, I think you should go for it. I think you're the best in your field. And you're way too hard on yourself, and you're gonna be a millionaire someday. They look at me, they're like, thank you. And guess what? They felt better afterwards. So you know what? It was worth telling a lie, even though they knew it was a lie. But that's okay because it gave them what they needed at the time. I do not know if people are still playing the Neptuna games. Jonathan-san. That's the thing. You gotta roll the punches. Oh, Flyboy-san, you said, I have a physical reaction to Fortnite. You too! I break out in hives! No, I'm kidding. I am heckin' kidding. I'm just saying, my starlings. Me and Fortnite do not get along. Ugh. I don't know why I'm so bad at it. Maybe if I was better at it, the first time I played, maybe I wouldn't feel so salty, but, and I just, oh my god, it's just not for me. I do admire the people who are good at playing it, though, because it does take a specific kind of brain type to do it. It's just not mine. Let's see. Jonathan-san, you said, I have a lot to think about. Yes, like I gave you the best advice that I could give you, Jonathan-san, honestly. And it's a tough decision to make because you gotta, only you can decide what's right for you. Only you can decide what you really want. Okay? I mean, me, like I said, I have a slider scale, but there's some people that they play games that they hate. Okay? They hate these games, but they love the money that they make from them. They love that they get all of this huge audience from playing them. Like, because I've met a few people. I said, wow, you must really like this game. You played a lot on stream. They're like, nope. I'm like, what? You don't like the game? I said, then why are you playing it? They're like, have you seen my views lately? I go check their views, and I'm like, oh, wow, that explains a lot. that explains, well, everything. I'm just saying, priorities. You know me, though. I've got my rule. I've got my slider bar, and I'm sticking to it. My biggest viewer counts were when I was playing Ghost of Tsushima. Wait, there we go. Tsushima. When I used to stream. Oh my goodness! Like, what was your highest view count, Flyboy-san? Well, if you can remember. I'm just curious. I will not mind watching you play any game. It doesn't bother me. Oh, Ozzy-san. That's actually really sweet. That's actually really touching. I'm just saying, like, the games I choose are kind of like, because I don't play mainstream games like Fortnite, so whenever I play a game, it's kind of a gamble, to be honest with you. I do play some training games sometimes. Like, I played Mouthwashing. I absolutely enjoyed it. Thank you, everybody who suggested that, by the way. It was candy for my soul. I heckin' loved Mouthwashing. And I loved Me-Side, but I loved Mouthwashing more. I'm just saying, I am a psychological appreciator. I mean, for example, horror games and horror movies. I mean, I like slasher films and everything, but I am the person who loves psychological horror creep. For example, 1408. Oh my god, it is such an underrated Stephen King gem. Oh my god, everybody was sleeping on it. When I say, well, what about his 1408? When they're talking about Stephen King movies, they're like, who's a whata? And I'm like, you have never seen 1408? It's blasphemous. It makes me so sad because it's so good. It is so good. I'm sitting there at the end, sitting up in my feels, trying to decide how I feel at the end of the movie, and I'm like, I'm sad, I'm horrified, and I loved it. And it gave me so much to think about. I love psychological horror. Let's see. Wait. Love chicken. Oh no, not the lava chicken. Lava, love chicken. Oh my gosh. You know what? I didn't think that the Minecraft movie would be as popular as it is, but you know, it proved me wrong. It really did. But you know, it's Jack Black. Who's not going to watch it? It's got Jack heckin' Black in it. Everybody loves Jack Black. Let's see. That's precisely why I would play games I like and just hope for a single regular viewer if I was to stream. My grandma, or Noni. Oh, Noni. That's cute. As I lovingly called her, used to be that viewer. I'm just saying, Neo-san. I am just saying, like, it's important to play games that you like. You know, I get it. I get the hustle of those other big streamers that just play the game because it's popular. Because that's their goal. That's what they want to get out of it. But me, I just want to play games not only because I love them, but because my starlings like watching me play them. They gotta fit in that slider bar. I have standards. But then again, I say that, and I'm like, well, maybe that's why I'm not really big by now. That's okay. That's all right. If it's a slow burn, like, that's okay. I mean, my YouTube's making me so heckin' happy, and I'm getting so many more views on Twitch than I used to. So, you know what? It's okay if it takes longer to do, because maybe if I do it this way, I will be doing it right. You know? Like, right for me. I just feel that online fame will give me a purpose in life. You know what I mean. Although my parents had said that online fame doesn't matter because it won't last forever. That's true though, Jonathan-san. You also have to realize that even if you got up there, even if you climbed up the ladder all the way to the top of the mountain and you look down, eventually the elements will cause the mountain to crumble. You know, like, oh my god. there's this Bible verse even, like, you shall increase and I shall decrease, something like that. I think John the Baptist said that. I digress, though. That's a long time ago. But yeah, I am just saying, though, like, there will be other people to come take your place as you age out. But that's natural. That's the way it is. I mean, think of PewDiePie. PewDiePie! Brofist. I'm just saying, he climbed all the way up to the top of the frickin' mountain. Yo-hoo, looking down, you know? Like, and all the other streamers were, like, looking up at him. But now he's kind of semi-retired. He climbed up the mountain, and he's in Japan now. He's raising Bjorn, his kid, you know, like with his waifu. And I'm just saying he's living his life. He does stream still every once in a while. But he's literally like other ones came up, and they're kind of taking his spot. Because, you know, he's getting older. It's time for him to enter another segment of his life. But you know what? Wow, what a ride. He rode all the way up there. And he got to look down from the mountaintop. Wow. The gravitas of that feeling must have been something else. I'd love to feel something similar, although for different reasons. But I digress. What were we talking about? Let me see. But that's just a natural, like, progression. It's just the way it works. Oh, my poker face and lies are amazing. I just hate doing it. I'd gladly rather have others feel as though they can always trust my word without any doubt than get immediate gain by lying. Neo-san, that's actually very honorable of you. I admire it. My reaction is I dang near go into a brawly rage, but I also don't play a lot of battle royales, and the only one I really play was Vampire the Masquerade Blood Hunt. So desu ka. Oh, Ozzy, you said, I forgot to ask about the Five Nights at Freddy's times Dead by Daylight. Have you seen the map? Yes, I have seen the map. The problem is that the killer won't let me look at the map. And then if I try to become the killer, you know, like, and go look around the map and appreciate all the beautiful art, the survivors harass me. They're like, you're not doing your heckin' job. And I'm just like, leave me alone. I want to look at the games. I want to look at the arcade consoles they may be. Oh my gosh. It is. I love the map. I love the map. I just wish that people let me appreciate the map more. Oh, battle royales are too mentally exhausting. You know, Dead by Daylight's kind of like a battle royale, but, you know, like more one-sided. I taught myself some door kicker tactics, and applying them constantly is mentally exhausting. I still think a free game you might enjoy is 1 vs. 1, titled by the name of Hide and Shriek. Never heard of it, Flyboy-san. You'll have to, like, DM that to me, because I will forget, but it kind of makes me want to look it up. And to answer your question about my viewer count, I got up to 11 viewers at one point. That's a respectable amount of viewers, Flyboy-san. Let's see. I mean, mostly, like, I on average get 8. Like, tonight it says we're averaging 4. Thank you for being here. But I'm just saying, though, I get, like, on average 8, you know, if it's a particularly, like, game that, like, really, like, brings people in. You know, that's what I was telling you, though. That's what I was saying. Some games bring, you know, like, everybody to the yard. Wait, what is that one song? My game picks bring all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours, damn right, it's better than yours, I could teach you, but I'd have to charge. Nah. Alright, I had to do it. There's one horror movie that I recommend watching. It's a 1983 film called Christine. That's a classic. I love Christine. It's about a 1958 Plymouth Fury that takes on human characteristics. That was scary. I loved it. As if I'm not afraid enough of motor vehicles. Alright, I love looking at old cars, so I really do. I'd be the first one, like, to accept a free ticket to a car show. Okay, and just walk around just staring at the beauty of these body cars. I mean, oh my god, Mustang. Okay, Porsche 911s. Like the old Buicks. You know, I just want to look at them all. I'm a car girly. But I wouldn't want to own one, though, because it's just too much responsibility to make sure that nothing bad happens to it. I feel the same way with designer purses. For example, everybody wants, like, a Hermes bag, you know, like, and I'm just like, nope, too much responsibility. I'm too clumsy. I just want a Walmart purse so that if something happens or it gets run over by a truck, I don't cry too much about it. But if it's designer, nope. I'm washing my hands of all responsibilities. I'm giving it away just so I don't have to think about it. constantly. Priorities. I value my peace more than I admire the designer bags. Oh, in the words of... Wait, let's see. Plymouth used to know how to make some gorgeous cars. I personally prefer the 72 GTX. Anything from the GTX is good taste. Oh, in the words of AC/DC, it's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. It is a long way to the top. But you know what? It's cool even if you just get to stand there for a minute and just look at the landscape. All right, I'm not even aiming for the top, my starlings. I'll tell you what. You want to hear what my dream is? All right, this is embarrassing, but I'm just, like, we're all friends here. The thing is, my starlings, all right, on the D&D scale, I am chaotic good. Okay, like, if it was real in real life, I'd be chaotic good. The thing is, I want to have, like, okay, imagine 1,000 people are watching me, right? 1,000 people are watching me at a time, and then I'm like, okay, guess what day it is today, fam? And they're gonna be like, it's time to go see the small streamers. And I'd be like, that's right. So I'm like, go find me somebody. They're gonna go searching through like Twitch, and then we're gonna find a small streamer. And the thing is that I'm like, wow, there's only 3 people watching them. Like 2 or 3, maybe even 1 person. And the thing is, I'm like, okay, everybody, get ready to pounce. Get your raid messages ready. I drop like 1,000 people all at one time on this poor unsuspecting streamer who probably is not even an affiliate yet. And not only that, I also say, I'm like, hi, this is a Yukano raid. And next year I'm like, here's $1,000 in bits. They're like, oh my God, oh my God. Seriously, I'm just saying, I'm chaotic good. I just want to drop that on them, watch the beautiful chaos, and just, they're probably going to start crying, because I would start crying if that happened to me, just happy crying. Like it just changed their lives in the course of a moment. That burst, that electrical charge, just dropped it on them. And then next you know, people like watch their stuff and realize that they want to subscribe. Oh, bye, Ozzy. Thank you so much for stopping by. Oh my gosh, I didn't even get to the game. I'm so sorry. The VODs will be recorded though on YouTube, Ozzy. So like, hopefully you'll be able to watch it. Like if you're interested in seeing the actual game. Good Lord, I've been talking for an hour. I'm so sorry, everybody. We should probably get that started. How did this happen? I'm gonna read a few more messages and then we're gonna get on the game. My God. I'm just like blah 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 blah. Sorry. Guess I had something to say tonight. Got a lot of energy tonight. 2 of my favorite content creators being H2O, Delirious, and Cartoons have some funny videos playing it. Ah, really? Oh, you know something, Yukano? I would want to see the engines of old cars. I love old engines. After all, they're a lot different than newer engines. They're totally different. Oh my God, they're so much more simple. People used to be able to repair their own engines because they were simple. But you know what? They were built to last. Oh my gosh, just some machines are just built to last, and they're beautiful for it. I love it. After watching Christine, I'd probably do anything to own a 1958 Plymouth Fury. That's expensive, Jonathan-san. That is so expensive. My gosh. You're chaotic good. I'm lawful good. Ah, Neo-san. You see, we have 50% in common. Oh, hi, Jackson. So glad you could make it. How you doing? I hope you're doing well, my starling. I hope you're not sweating too much where you're at right now. Summer is just merciless this summer. It's awful. I can hardly wait until it hits fall. If money was no object, I'd love to either a 1972 Plymouth GTX with a couple of minor mods to the engine, and the electronics, or an 82 Pontiac Trans Am. Now you're talking my language, Flyboy-san, done up, to look like a KITT, a kit. Nice. Alright, let's see. Don't be sorry. We like talking with you. Aw, Neo-san. I'm glad you do. best advice I can give would be either get ready to tune the engine a lot, I know, right? Or swap out the carburetor for an electric fuel injector kit. That's probably a better idea. Cars in the U.S. were using the Venturi, I can't say that word tonight. Good Lord. I can't pronounce anything tonight. Try it again. Carburetor. There we go. Until 1974. It's actually 55 Fahrenheit where I live. Jackson, I'm so jealous. I really am. I just hate being this hot. I hate it. I'm so jealous. Also, you'll want to cut the fuel with 100 low lead, aka a Vargas. I don't know. Do they even have low lead anymore? My God, do we have any lead? Oh, I'll be going to sleep soon. Good night. All right, Jonathan-san, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you have a wonderful day tomorrow. And by the way, you can definitely catch the VOD of this on YouTube. I am sorry. I'm getting the game started. That's enough. That's enough out of me. I'm just like, blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, my stars. I am the thing that would not shut up. All right. Let me just get me adjusted. And... no, I'm in my own way. That's a bad thing. Get out of your own way. Yeah, like that. More like that. There we go. That's better. Now I'm going to get the game up. Oh, by the way, I should mention this, my Starlings. I am so sorry for what happened last time with the thank you stream. Ah, my gosh. I actually had to cut it short. We were having technical difficulty after technical difficulty. I said, this is outrageous. I said, what happened? Oh my gosh. It was a thing that just would not stop that. Wait. Why is that on there? Hey. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Hold it. Yeah, that's the wrong thing. Hold on, nobody move. I got this. Hey! I was using that. Well, that's bizarre. Yeah, that is really bizarre. I will fix that. Just a second. I'm like, ah. Yeah, that's actually not supposed to be showing anymore. Ah. Wait a second. I could use that one trick. Oh, someone's messaging me. No idea what that was. Yeah, that's not supposed to be showing. Ah, hold on. We will fix it. You know what's funny? It's like every time I try to show somebody something, it's hard to replicate it. It's like, look what I did. This is amazing. And they're like, where? I'm like, ah. Huh. Nope, that's not it. It's not quite it either. I'm like the queen of technical difficulties lately. 고맙네. Okay, if that's not working, then I'll do it this way. Huh. That's not working either. Okay, we're going to shut down the game and try again. It doesn't seem to be recognizing it. Which is so bizarre. Oh, I might be able to fix this. I think I might know how to fix it. Oh, the benefit of being a streamer for many years, I have so many life hacks and ways around stuff. Take a sip of tea and try again. Aha! Okay, that's not quite what I meant. I mean, you guys can actually see some of my background. How did that happen? No. Oh, because it's showing that. Aha. That's not what I meant to do either. Nobody move. Alright, so we cannot use the game capture window. It is literally not recognizing that. A little bit unorthodox. But you know what I could do? Hold on, nobody move. This is going to be the weirdest thing I've ever done. Let me find my actual background. Here, give me the background. First let me do this. Ah! Haha! I think we got it, everybody! That technically shouldn't work, but it does. I love that. I love when I love when I can find ways around stuff. Like, I'm like, well, that shouldn't work, but it is. I'll take it. Just make sure I'm reset appropriately, looking the right way. All right. Whew. We have got it, Mina-san. And you'll have to let me know how the volume is. Is that all right? Or does it need to be a little bit higher? Let me just get my remote working. Okay, turn down my own volume because, wow, it's loud for me. Audio sounds good. Awesome, Flyboy-san. Thank you so much for the input. Okay, I am so excited about this. Let's see. New game. Overwritten. Yes, because I was just testing before. I charge this controller. God willing, it works. Okay. Oh my god, it is just so beautiful. It's always so beautiful. Been walking for a while now. Okay, CJ, a young girl descended from generations of scavengers. She has come to New Nevea. I almost said Nevada, good lord. New Nevea to complete her family's rite of passage. Okay, ruined burrows discovered. Wealth beyond your wildest dreams awaits you in New Nevea. Nuvea, good lord. All welcomers are welcome. Wait, all welcomers, good lord. All adventurers are welcome. Okay, based on what I heard at the inn yesterday, it shouldn't be too far now. Unless I'm lost. Yeah! Stop! You! Help me out, will ya? What have we got here? Thieves? Bandits! They're all over the place lately. You look like you can handle yourself in a fight, though. What's that supposed to mean? I'm a regular, everyday trader. You often go around judging folks based on how they look. He's got a point, guys. Wow, sorry. Going after helpless traders now, are we? Clear out, little girl. And you don't even have the decency to deny it. Can't just watch a man's property get stolen, can I? It goes against my principles. Well, come on then, cowards. I'll take you for all you're worth. Here we go. Defeat the bandits. Alright, I did like remap this honestly because it was confusing my brain. Alright, let's go. Nope. Okay. Ugh! Retreat! Haha, yes, begone, cowards. Not bad at all. Better than I expected from a young'un. Hogan's the name. You really saved my skin. I owe you one. Oh, he's so cute. He's so cute. Never one to miss a trend, Hogan was quick to notice a sudden influx of adventurers to New Nineveh, and even quicker to set up shop at town's authorized trading post. CJ, Honorable Scavenger, at your service. Honorable Scavenger? How's that work? Well, scavenging is just treasure hunting, isn't it? Only difference between that and thieving is whether your mark is living or dead. Thieves think too highly of themselves, though. That's what my clan says, anyway. So, Scavenger suits you better, huh? You're journeying to New Nineveh for treasure, then, I take it? Sure am. What about you? Just left. Picked up some trinkets and came out here to sell them off. What about lenses? Do you have lenses? Yup. Plenty of them, too. I even heard of some lucky souls finding rune lenses down in them barrows. Yes! I gotta get down there now. That humongous lens is as good as mine. Which way to the town? Now, what kind of gentleman would I be if I didn't take you there myself? Least I can do after all. I love Hogan. Back again already, Hogan. Wait, where's your escorts? Bolted at the first sign of the bandits. Paid good money for 'em, too. Bandits again? A tougher bunch than last time. Someone ought to do something soon. Look, we're just here to guard at the checkpoint, all right? If you've got a complaint, take it up with the acting mayor. Yeah. And who's that little lady? Her name's CJ. She's what was it again? Honorable Scavenger, here to accept the acting mayor's generous invitation. And she's more reliable than you layabouts, that's for sure. Another reckless adventurer willing to risk their lives, and a child at that. I'll take that as a compliment, thank you. There's not a single member of my clan who's got their heads screwed on. Reckless fools, every last one of them. Fair enough. Acting mayor will certainly be glad to hear that. Proceed. Look at the background. Oh, it's just so beautiful. I love like the way they layered everything, my starlings. It's just for some I don't even know what this technique is called, but it's like you know, like the stuff in the foreground, the stuff in the background, but like everything is moving in the background too. Subtle movements of like the trees. It's beautiful. I love it. Back so soon. I'm quite sure I watched you leave a little while ago. You won't believe what happened, Squash. My word. Well, at least you are unscathed. Thanks to this young lady, no less. Madam CJ, was it? Squash, authorized appraiser. A pleasure to meet you. Oh my god, he's cute too. I love this. A connoisseur of all that shimmers, the promise of a glimmering future drew Squash to New Nineveh to open his accessory shop. His discerning eye quickly earned him the role of the town's authorized appraiser. Authorized appraiser? Indeed, it is my duty to appraise the artifacts excavated from the burrows. What for? Why, to determine their value, of course. All artifacts found in the burrows are subject to an explorer tax of 30%. 30%! You haven't heard the worst of it yet. If you want in to the ruined burrows, you're going to need an explorer's license from the acting mayor. And that license doesn't come cheap. Ain't that right, Squash? I'm afraid so. This mayor sounds proper rapscallious, if you ask me. Yep, rapscallious is the word. Quite. Well, what's to stop me from sneaking out on the other side of the ruin anyway? Oh, I wouldn't recommend that. You get caught trying to hightail it out of here with a bag full of loot, well, you won't get very far. Mayor's hired an unsavory from the East Reach to put a stop to any thieving that might occur. So I've heard, at least. I've seen many a crook dealt with in my day, but that mercenary is unnerving. I'm quite sure his presence is the only thing keeping those bandits from darkening our door. How's about we go see the mayor for ourselves, eh? Even a rapscallious old soul can be reasoned with after all. Sounds like a plan. Lead the way. Right this way! The town is just ahead. Well then, perhaps the next time we meet, you'll have a handful of treasure for me to praise. Until then, farewell. Wow, look at that. What a mess. Here it is, a flourishing new frontier in the grip of a gold rush. Welcome to New Nieva. Not much to look at, is it? Well, I did say flourishing, didn't I? Work in progress, huh? Is this an earthquake? I can't stand earthquakes. You're fine. It wasn't even that big. Right. Anyway, earthquakes are pretty common here. Best be on your toes. Of course, it's thanks to an earthquake that we even found them burrows. Real big one about 3 months ago. So that's what happened. Well, I best be getting back. Got a store to run after all. Or I will eventually. Figured I'd make a buck or two by setting up a trading post for venturers to trade their wares. Mosey on by once I've opened up. Wait, where can I find that mayor you're talking about? Town office in the plaza, I suppose. Where else? Thanks, Hogan. Stay out of trouble now. Fingers crossed, Missy. Fingers crossed. Bye-bye. Bye. Okay, now then, time to track down this money-grubbing mayor. She's trying to take our dough, my starlings. Okay, from the main menu, you can check your current quest progress as well as stats and items. A mini-map showing your current location is also displayed on this screen. This bustling plaza is the beating heart of New Nieva, with townsfolk passing through it day and night. The town office sits at its center, where the bulletin board can also be found whenever CJ feels like helping the residents. Alright, here we go. Let's see. I'm just appreciating the look of everything, honestly. This is just, it's beautiful. But then again, this was made by the same team that made Suikoden. A game series I grew up with and loved. Oh my god, there's a whole story behind that. Okay, we are going to speak. Excuse me, any idea where a girl might find that rapscallious acting mayor I've heard so much about? Rapscallious? How rude! Oh, lighten up. Wait, it's not you, is it? I am Aisha, the acting mayor of this town, and yes, I should very much like to know who considers me rapscallious, though. Aisha, Having taken over as acting mayor after her father went missing, Aisha is responsible for the decision to open the quarry to adventurers and for taxing them for the privilege. Yep, she's the one. Well, that's, Hogan and, Squash. Them again. Perhaps their taxes are due for an increase. Sorry, guys. So, Rapscallius might have been a bit much. From what I've heard about the mayor, I was expecting some old fogey. Not a charming young woman such as yourself. How old are you, anyway? 16. What of it? Same as me. I'm CJ. Nice to meet ya. An adventurer, I presume. Never judge a book by its boots, as they say. We welcome all sorts here. CJ, initials perhaps? Prefer to keep your real name secret, is it? Enough about me. License. That's right, I came to get an explorer's license. An explorer's license costs 100,000 Barqua, not a penny less. 100,000 Barqua? Are you mad, woman? Do I look like I've got that much on me? I'm 16. Give me the child's fee, like the horse carriages in the city. Do you think of me as dull-witted as that? Even your horse carriages consider anyone older than 12 capable of paying full price. Huh. You know your horse carriages, I'll give you that. Fret not, we offer assistance to the financially enfeebled. Take this stamp card. Collect enough stamps, and I'll issue you an explorer's license. A stamp card? The residents of New Nineveh post odd jobs on the bulletin board frequently. Complete a task, and that resident will stamp your card for you. So, I just have to help out the people of the town, is that it? In a nutshell, yes. Many were troubled considerably by the earthquake 3 months back. Help is in great demand and short supply. Piece of cake! Don't go anywhere, because I'll be back for my license before you know it. You know what? I love her enthusiasm. Collect stamps in this card by helping the town folk with whatever they need. Essential for acquiring an explorer's license, no adventurer in New Nineveh can be without their stamp card. All right. We have our marching orders, Mina-san. Let's go. Okay, bulletin board. Oh, little girl. Hi, little girl. Hello. Don't suppose you know of anyone who needs help around here? I sure do. Really? Who? Me. Oh. Look, I'd love to help you, but if it's not going to get my card stamped, I'll have to decline. Stamp? Like the ones Mayor Isha gave everyone? Look, I've got one. Wait, Isha or Aisha? I'm going to go with Aisha. Wow, even the kids have them. With this stamp, adventurers will perform any and all tasks you require. So use them and abuse them. That's what Mayor Aisha said. Rapscallius might have been right on the money after all. Are you an adventurer too? Yep, call me CJ. What's your name? Let's see. Priya. So, will you help me, CJ? I certainly will. What can I do for you today, Priya? Find Yum Yum. Yum Yum ran away from home and hasn't come back yet. Can't be having that now, can we? Is Yum Yum your little sister? Brother? My cat! She's white and fluffy and cute and cuddly. You want me to track down a cat. So much for treasure hunting, I suppose. She got startled by the quake earlier and jumped out the window. She's so little. It's so dangerous for her to be out by herself. If she wanders outside the walls, she could be eaten by a monster. Oh, please find her for me, CJ. Yum Yum is my most treasured friend. Treasured, you say? Well, there's one thing I'm good at, it's finding treasure. I'll have Yum Yum back to you in no time. Oh, thank you. I'll be right here, okay? All right, we gotta find Yum Yum, everybody. What else? What else? Nothing much to see. Oh, we got an old woman. An outlander. Save your breath. This used to be a quiet little village till you showed up. Nothing but a nuisance, the lot of you. What is that Aisha last thinking? No respect for traditions. What? What did I do? I just got here. Goodness. Bit crotchety, aren't you, old lady? All right. What do you have to say? The girl said, whoa. Never seen a venturer like you before. If you find anything good, don't keep it all to yourself, yeah? That old bag might not see the benefit letting you venturers in, but I do. Mining's all we've got after all, specifically now that they've sealed off the barrows. What used to be what use would a mining town be without a mine, honestly? Aisha might be a bit daft at times, but she's right about this. What do you mean? Greedy, certainly, but daft? I didn't mean anything by it. She's just different from the rest of us. What? Nothing wrong with different. She's got vision. Alright, hi, little boy. You haven't seen a fluffy, white, cute cat being cute and cuddly around here, have you? I have. Priya's cat, right? Yum Yum. Really? Where'd it go? I pulled its tail and it ran off into the woods. Why did you pull a cat's tail? Why not? Nothing to do with an outlander like you anyway. Charming. She's only small, so she'll get gobbled up by monsters for sure. There'll be monsters all over the place since the mining started. There'll be no cats getting gobbled up on my watch. I promised Priya I'd return her treasure, and that's what I'm gonna do. I appreciate the info, kid. Could have done without the attitude, though. Seriously, what a little punk. Yay, we can go outside. Okay, there are a variety of dungeons around the town, each rich with their own unique resources ready for you to mine. Since the earthquake, monsters have been sighted in greater and greater numbers, so proceed with caution. Alright, we're going out. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh my god, I love it so much. Okay, the Great Forest. Shall we? Alright. A large, lush forest located just outside the border of New Neva. I keep wanting to say Nevada, doggone it. I know that's what it's based off of. I'm like, stop saying Nevada. While the area is rich with food, wood, and stone, the monsters which have gathered there since the earthquake have made it a dangerous place. Alright, adventurer. A cat? No idea, sorry. Alright. Signpost. Ooh, let's save it. Ta-da! Wait, what is that? Is that a resource? Can I ask? No? Okay. Alright, let me get reacquainted with my stuff again. Okay, yep. Pulls me back. Goes forward, okay. Ow! Gotta get used to everything again. It's been a long time since I played this. Alright, let's go. Nope. Bad baby. Bad baby. Level up. Just what I needed to hear. Nope. Okay, what do we have here? Yum Yum! We found Yum Yum! A cat! Small, white, fluffy, cute. Yep, you must be Yum Yum. Ahem. Yum Yum. Psst, 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 psst. Who's a good kitty? Yum? Yum, yum, we found Yum Yum. A cat. Small, white, fluffy, cute. Yep, you must be Yum Yum. Ahem. Yum, yum. Psst, 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 psst. Who's a good kitty? Nothing to be afraid of. Please don't run away. Gotcha. Gotcha. Meow. What's a little angel like you doing in a place like this, eh? Let's get you back to your family, shall we? Oh my god, that is a cute cat. Brandon-san, how are you doing, my starling? It's been a hot minute. How are you? And I'm doing well. Thank you so much for asking. It's a little hot, though, tonight. Whew. Okay, it's a lot hot, though, tonight. But that's okay. We have ice water, we have chai tea, and we have, let's see, a big fan above us, keeping us cool. Let's see, I'm back. Look who I found. Meow. Yum yum. Purr. I was so worried about you, dummy. Cut her some slack, yeah. She had a bit of a scare when she ran off into the woods, that's all. A scare? Oh no, I'm sorry, Yum Yum. At least you're not hurt. Don't go wandering off no more, Kay. Thank you so much, CJ. As promised, here's my stamp. Why, thank you. And done. One stamp down. Plenty more to go. Say, Priya, you don't happen to know anyone who needs help, do you? Sure do. Really? Who's next then? My dad. Our house got all messed up in the big quake 3 months ago. Dad's been trying to fix it, but he never has enough wood. Do you think you could help him, CJ? Of course. Leave it to me. Gotta fill up this stamp card so I can get my explorer's license, you see. Can't expect it to stamp itself, can I? You're the best, CJ. So, where's your dad anyway? We live just over there in the residential district. She's so cute. Oh, my starlings, a sudden ad's about to start in 30 seconds. I'll see you after the ad. Unless you're subscribed, then, stick around. Let's see. With everything going on, I'm better. Oh, Brandon-san, I'm so glad that you're feeling better. I'm glad everything's going so much better for you. Oh, Flyboy-san, you said this mayor feels kind of exploitative. Yeah, think feels kind of exploitative. I've known car dealers, junk car dealers with more integrity. This is awful. Oh, I got a new stream deck. Ah, that's awesome, Brandon-san. That's so cool. Let's see. CJ said, got it. Bye for now, Priya. Bye-bye. All right. Gotta go see her dad. We got a stamp. Wow, that's a lot of stamps we need. 50 experience obtained. As your party accumulates experience, their level and stats will increase. Experience is gained by completed quests and defeating enemies inside of dungeons. Achievement unlocked. Plenty more to go. Quest to clear. Nice. That's right, we haven't even found Hogan. Okay, repair my broken house. I can now go to the residential district. Okay, lifelong residents of New Nieva have their homes in this part of town. Acting Mayor Aisha also calls this place home. So desu ka. How you doing? Excuse me, don't suppose you're Priya's dad, are you? I am. Who might you be? Another adventurer looking for treasure? Yep, I'm CJ. Nice to meet ya. I'm Ganache. Wait, I'm Ganache. Yeah, I said it right, I think. I'm Ganache. How exactly do you know my Priya, then? We just met in the plaza. I helped her track down Yum Yum. Is that so? Very kind of ya. So what brings you here to me? Priya said that you've been having some trouble rebuilding your home after the big quake. Thought I'd come by and lend a hand. I see, and I suppose you're collecting stamps, right then? Yep, I've only got one for now, so if there's anything you need help with, I'm your girl. I suppose I do have a small job you could take care of. You do? Why not? Acting mayor has got the right idea as far as you adventurers go. If you're willing to work, who am I to turn you away? Right. So what's the job? I need you to gather some wood for repairs on my house. You'll have to venture out into the great forest outside the town. That's all. No problem. I'd go myself, but since the excavation, I've heard all sorts of creatures have been seen in the woods. Everyone here's too scared to go venture down and see for themselves. I'd no idea the ruined barrows had caused so much trouble. You'll be needing an axe then, unless you plan on talking the trees into coming down. Here, take this old one. Thank you. Thanks, I'll be back in a bit. Take care. 1 axe received. With this item, you can cut down trees in the forest and elsewhere to obtain wood. As you level up your axe, you'll increase the variations of wood you can acquire. Healing potion. Yay! We got a healing potion. Consumable items like potions and bombs are kept in your stow pack. If your pack is full, items will be held in your storehouse until you need them. Be sure to check your stow pack before venturing out. Alright, let me just check my menu. Stow pack. Okay, we've got that. Storehouse. Alright. Stats and equipment. Okay, 35, 35, and 35. Excellent. Oh, good. And they tell you the quest as well so you don't forget. Let's keep exploring, though. I love this. I love the way everything looks. It's so cool. It does kind of remind me, like, of a Japanese village. Oh my god, speaking of which, I saw this one video. This person was exactly where they should not be. They had found an old Japanese, like, town, and it was completely abandoned. Wait, can I keep going this way? Nope. It was completely abandoned, and the thing is that everything was left exactly as it was. Nobody packed any of their stuff. Everything was still there. And it was a ghost town. It was like the humans were invisible. Even, like, you know, an old game station was on the table. Homework was on, like, the kitchen table. Child's, like, blankets and stuffed animals were there. Okay, let's keep going. I want to see what happens. Ah, fine. I'll go into the great forest. But yeah, everything was still there. But they had mentioned, they're like, maybe I shouldn't be here. Guess what? You probably shouldn't be there. Because if it's abandoned like that, it's abandoned like that for a reason. Alright, let me save over the my trial one as well. Oh, that's auto-saved. Okay. I'm just saying, my starlings. Like, it was dangerous. I'm convinced he had stumbled into a radiation area. Like, if an area was completely irradiated, people can't go into it to collect their belongings because all the stuff in it has become irradiated. If you touch it, you can get very sick. Like, years later, they're still waiting for the radiation to wear off. Chances are, like, he had been adventuring or exploring and he went into a radiation area. Like, right after Fukushima, you, like, had nuked it. Like, the radiation was still there. I mean, and he was wondering why nobody came back for their stuff or anything. There's a reason. Get out of there. If you see something like that, my starlings, trust me. It's better to get out of there with your life. Don't be curious. Don't be one of those curious people who stumble into danger and don't realize they're in danger. Get out of there before something bad happens. I'm just saying, if it's not the radiation, it's the spirits. Get out of there. I digress, though. Once enemies have been slain and resources gathered, they will not be available again until you leave the dungeon. Really? Oh, alright. If you can't find resources, you need to head back to your base and get a good rest to try again. A bag designed to store resources gathered in the dungeon. Okay. Once you return to the city, its contents will be transferred to your storehouse. Once your resource bag is full, you'll be unable to gather any more. Remember, though, you can always throw away resources that you don't need. Alright, that's good information. Shall we, my starlings? Ah. I'm like, watch that step. Whee. Hey! Wait, can I? Yes, I can. Yes, we can. Okay, flying enemy. I said enemies. Good lord. Flying enemies will be found inside of dungeons. Jump attacks are the best way to handle airborne enemies. Alright, I can do that. Whee! Poof! Alright, we got some lumber. I didn't miss anything over here, did I? I don't think so. Boop! Boop! That is satisfying as heck. Boop! Boop, boop. Nope. I don't think someone frere. Ooh, nice, nice, nice. Give me all that tasty wood. I should really just get back. Wait. I should really just get what I need and get back. Oh. Alright, fine. Now my starlings... Okay, I bought this game because I was looking forward to the main game that they're creating, which was, let's see, Eiyuden Chronicles 100 Heroes, I believe is the full title. Now this is a prequel to that game. So it doesn't operate exactly like that game. They said it's like, might as well just be two completely different games because completely different mechanics. But I really wanted to buy the pre-one because I didn't want to miss any story, you know? After we're done with this one, I'm going to be waiting for a Steam sale, and then I'm going to be buying the new Eiyuden game. Well, new to me. Everybody else, I'm sure, has already played it. I was busy with Dead by Daylight at the time. Let's see, what else was I playing? Dead by Daylight and... I think The Hangman. I've got a huge pile of, like, games that I gotta get caught up on my starlings. Oh, Lord, my southern came out for just a minute. You hear that? Ah, stuff it back down. Stuff it back down, girl. Oh, look, there's Yum Yum. I'm back. Got what you need, I reckon. Oh, Lord, she's feeling country, too. Wow. Finally, I can finish fixing my house. You have my thanks. This house has been in my family for generations. It's my most treasured possession. I don't know what I'd do if I were to lose it. My ancestors are probably rolling in their graves to really help me out, you know. Here, let me stamp that card for you. Yay! Thanks. Wait, thanks, CJ. You're very welcome, Priya. Yum Yum is behaving herself, I trust. Meow. You're a good un, you are. You know, if all the adventurers were like you, even my old man might come round. Have you got anywhere to stay while you're here? Nah, not yet. Guess I should look for an inn. You won't find anything like an inn around here, I'm afraid. What? But then where do all the adventurers stay? They pitch tents down in Outsider Lane. Tents? Of course, I doubt there'd be any space for another one down there. Adventurers have been pouring in for the last few months, all looking to strike it rich. Sleeping on the streets. Didn't expect that. If it's all the same to you, we've a little house you could borrow. Yay! The last tenant just left. Nothing fancy, but beats sleeping rough, I'd wager. Ah, well, I don't really have any money. You saw to it that Priya and me have a roof over our heads. Least I can do is offer the same in kind. No money, no need for money. Really? Here, take the key. It's just down that hill. Have a look when you got the time. Thank you. Yay! We got our stamp. Nice. Alright. We are home, minasan. We are home. How's the lodgings then? Think they'll do? Of course, but is it really okay for me to stay here for free? I said as much, didn't I? A man's only as good as his word. If you don't mind, though, I'd appreciate if you could help my father like you helped us. Your father? So, Priya's grandfather? I'd be happy to help, but what with? Repairing the clock tower. Clock tower? You might have noticed a fallen pillar of rubble in the plaza. That used to be our town's symbolic clock tower. I've tried telling my father, but we just don't have the materials to fix it. What, do you think he'd listen? Say no more. You need help, I need stamps, that's all there is to it. Thanks. Also a word to the wise. My father can be blunt, to put it lightly. I don't doubt he'll put his foot in his mouth at some stage, but I'd appreciate if you just ignore him. No worries. I'm well used to dealing with old folks. Thank you. His name is Shiva. If you head to the plaza, you'll probably find him. All right, here we go. CJ's home, away from home, and base for her adventuring. Rest here for the night and recover all your strength. You can save your progress at CJ's base or any signpost. If you are defeated in battle, you'll resume the game from your last save point, autosave updated automatically. All right. Quest is clear. Alright, old clock tower. Can I go inside the base? Wait, end the day. Save. Oh, I was hoping we could go inside. Okay, my starlings. You know what I used to love about the Donkey Kong Country franchise? When you were able to go into Donkey Kong's house. You would see the hammocks, you know, the banana, like how do you say, futon thingy. The shelves with all the knickknacks on it. I almost said knickknacks. All the knickknacks on it. I'm just saying, my starlings. There's something magical about being able to go into somebody's house. You know, the main character's house, because that's your house for that time period. Okay, speak. As if we hadn't had it bad enough already. Excuse me, are you Priya's grandpa by any chance? Huh? And if I am, what's it to a money-hungry outlander, I heard you could use a hand restoring this clock tower to its former glory. Me? A hand? Oh, I see. You think you can line your pockets by taking advantage of an elderly gentleman, is it? Well, you won't pull the wool over my eyes. Away with you. Whoa, whoa, whoa! That's not it at all. Priya's dad asked me to help you out. That useless old sod. Been flapping his gums to outlanders now, has he? Stay out of this, outlander. No one needs help from the likes of you. But this is important, isn't it? Course it is. My ancestors built this when they first arrived in old Nieva 150 years ago. A most precious treasure this town has ever known. Course it's bloody important. Old Nieva? I thought this place was called New Nieva. Old Nieva is the town our ancestors came upon. Abandoned it was. Barely worth being called a town, so the story goes. So they built it anew and called it New Nieva. This clock tower is a treasured testament to their vision for New Nieva. Pains me to see it in this state. Can't have that then, can we? Lucky for you, I know a thing or two about taking care of treasures. You can keep your coin, good sir. A stamp will do just fine. A stamp? Huh. Those things, Dex's girl sent around? It's risky work. Better a no-good venture take it on than any of us. Fine, get to it. You'll need to go get great tree bough from the greatest tree in the great forest. Good Lord, the biggest tree in the great forest. I cannot read tonight, can I? Off you go, then. How am I supposed to know which one is the biggest one? Give me a hint or something. Well, it'll be the one furthest in, won't it? It's huge. Even you couldn't miss it. Furthest in, huh? Okay, I'll be back. Here we go. Ba-da-da-da-da. Do-do-do-do-do. Let me guess, it's going to be a living, breathing monster tree. You know, like Wispy Wood from the Kirby franchise? You watch. Okay. Give me a save. Nice. Okay. Haha! You didn't see that coming, did you? I am quick. Faster than lightning. Oh, oh, nope, nope. Do, 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 do. Ah! I'm so glad that I remapped this controller. Everything makes sense now. In my brain. Yes, give me those materials and that tasty, tasty XP. Nice. Seriously, you should have seen these controls before I remapped them. Nothing made sense. I'm like, Alright. Yeah, she's a bit of a glass cannon, isn't she? She can't take many hits. You can see it up there. How quickly it goes down. Nope. Wait, did I miss? Hey, hey, hey. I earned that. Critical! Wow! Nope. Did you know that the, let's see, the main, mind behind the Castlevania series actually helped out with this? Nope. Bad babies. Woo! Woo! There's the, no, 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 no. I didn't even see you. Yes, give me all the barquois. Oh, can I have? No? Okay, just the decor. Woo! Woo! Okay, okay. One at a time. I'll take you one at a time. Nice. Ah! Woo! Okay, give me this stuff. Give me this stuff. Nice. Wait. Alright, yep, fair enough. Oh, oh, wrong button. Oh, good, they have fast travel option for later. That's gonna come in way handy. Alright, give me the goods. Now I just want to take a peek down here. Oh, I can't go through there yet. Okay, fair enough. You know, they're keeping the training wheels on. They're like, no, she's just a baby. She doesn't know what she's doing yet. Fair enough. Can't wait till I get so much experience I can take those guys out with one hit. It'll feel gratifying. Oh, who's this? Hello. How you doing? Looking for something? You're an adventurer too? Here for treasure? Sure. Why not? I gotta figure out the right voice to give this one. He looks important. What's that then? Looks important. It's just a rock. Doesn't look like an ordinary rock though. Can I deepen my voice for him? Let's try it. Well, wait! You haven't seen a big, huge tree in your travels, have you? Nah. Not sure that's right either. Guess it's further in then. Thanks anyway. Hold it, princess. No, that sounds about right. Huh? What? The forest is crawling with monsters today. You go in any deeper, you might not come back out. Monsters? What kind of scavenger would I be if I let that put me off? She's got a point. I don't know, I can't go as deep with him as I like, but that's the voice I have for him. Wait, what's this? Nice, we got some nuts. These nuts. No, 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 naughty me. Boop. Doop. Oh, I thought it was something I could take. What is that? What's glowing? Whatever it is. Can I not... No? Oh, it just must be part of the decor. I don't know. That's a, you know, games should definitely make sure that stuff just doesn't look like scenery, and we know like automatically what we can take and what we can't. Oh, you're so cute. I'm so sorry that I have to destroy you. I'm sorry. Treasure. Don't mind if I do. Healing potion. Nice. Huh. Stow-pack. Okay. What do I use for the stow-pack? Wait, that's the stow-pack? I've never used that button before in my entire life. Well, I guess it's due. Let's go. Alrighty, don't mind if I do. Oh, I didn't read those. Let's see. There are exceptions for piston aircraft engines designed to run on jet fuel or in some cases premium automobile gasoline. Are there, Flyboy-san? Well, it's good to know that there are options. Neo-san, you said, well, good luck with the technical difficulties. Have fun with the rest of the stream. I have to go since I have more packing to do tomorrow. I am moving into a rental soon. So desu ka. Hope you have a good night, Neo-san. Wait, that was a while ago. I'm sorry, Neo-san. If you watch this, like, you know, like, later, you know, good night. One popular aircraft engine is used in a couple of off-road vehicles from Can-Am, such as the Spider Trek. Really? It uses a Rotax 912-ish. The same engine that was used in the plane I soloed. Oh, wow, you see, we have options. Alright, let's go. Give me the goodies. Yep, that must be the one all right. Oh, I knew it. It's a living freaking tree. Huh. Which branch looks the best? Huh. Yep, it's a wispy wood. What the? Alright, we're gonna have to fight him for the right to take any of his wood. Oh. Yeah, no wonder he said it might as well be one of you adventurers who do it and not one of us because it's so dangerous. Watch closely and attack the enemies reveal their weak point to deal major damage. Alright. Some stronger enemies, such as bosses, are protected by a shield. Until you have broken through the shield, the enemy will take no damage. Pay close attention to the enemy's shield gauge as well as their health. Your stow pack is used to carry items such as healing potions and herbs, which you'll need as you venture through the dungeons. If you find yourself in a trouble with a strong enemy, check your stow pack, see what you got. Okay. Nope. Ouch! I ran right into it like a baka yaro, kona yaro. Nope. Ah! Ah! What was I supposed to do with that? Okay. Alright. Staying away from it. Weak. Weak point. Weak point. Ah! Should be dodging that. Alright. Hey! Hey! I was away from it. Nope. 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 Okay. Just gotta get the rhythm down. Stick out your ugly tongue, please. Jump over it. I was trying to jump over it. At least it... Wait, where? Okay, okay, okay. Nope. There we go. That's the rhythm I was looking for. That's what we're here for, folks. Great tree bough received. Good. A valuable material necessary for the development of rune lenses. Really? Some resources can serve as catalysts to create a variety of runes when combined with this material. Some items are more valuable than others. When you find it valuable in your travels, you won't be able to throw it away, but it won't take up space in the resource bag. Okay. Fair enough. Oh, look. I want it, whatever it is. No. Fine. I'll come back for that later. Just saying. I did good. Reward me. Alright, let's save it and let me drink some of this tea and eat some of this chocolate. We have a beautiful set here. 2 beautiful, like, round chocolates from No Way Chocolate. It's gluten-free, lactose-free, tasty, crunchy cookie caramel blast. I'm not sponsored, but I would. Sponsor me, No Way. I love you. I love all your products. Alright, fast travel. Alright, got quite the haul. Save it again for good measure in case any chaos is going on in town. Seriously, I really wish they had more gluten-free and dairy-free options inside of normal stores. I have to order my stuff and wait for it to get here. But, you know, such as having allergies, I guess. I'm back! Let me see, let me see. Yes, yes. This'll do, no doubt about it. Great tree bow. You could have warned me, you know, about the big scary monster tree that had attacked me as soon as it saw me. Excuse me? The tree fiend. Would have been nice to know in advance, that's all. I'm lucky it didn't pick branches off of me. Tree fiend? Impossible. The sorcerer. I warned them. I warned all of them. Are you alright, old man? Uh-oh, what's happening that we don't know about? Got a moment? Not interrupting something, are we? Shiva, could you spare a few minutes? The rapturous, rather brilliant acting mayor. What was that? Nothing, nothing. Excuse me. Shiva, this is Gotia. Wait, Gotia. Yeah, Gotia, not Tiu. Got you. There we go. Of Outsider Lane. I believe you have already met, but allow me to formally introduce you all the same. Okay. Let's see. Got you. Wait, got you. Oh my gosh, are they doing a play on words? Got you? You know, I got you? The smell of gold and promise of fortune drew the spacious got you to New Nineveh, where he quickly became the representative for the merchants and adventurers of Outlander Lane. I see. What brings you both here? I've got nothing to say to either of you. Shiva, I know you and I don't see eye to eye on the Barrows. Still, I expect you to abide by my decisions. As such, I must ask that you and the other objectors stop causing trouble in Outsider Lane. The stamp card system is going a long way towards building trust between us and the Outlanders. Trust? You don't even know the meaning of the word. If you'd an ounce of sense in your head, you'd chase every last venturer out of here before it's too late. Let's try to stay calm, shall we? What exactly are you talking about? Too late for what? The evil sorcerer's curse. He's in the Barrows, I tell you. He who suffered the wrath of the gods themselves. He was sealed for a reason. Mark my words. Break that seal and it won't be just fiends you'll be up against. It'll be much, much worse than that. Now this sounds like an adventure. You can't put so much stock into old fables, Shiva. Fables, eh? So I suppose that exposition that you were fabled to death, were you? Wait, I read that totally wrong. Let me go at that again. Fables, eh? So I suppose that expedition that went in were fabled to death, were they? You want our children to go through that too? This town is on the verge of collapse. Mining is beneficial for our people and essential to New Neva's continued existence. Exactly. And what of your precious clock tower? Surely you could use some strapping young adventurers to help rebuild it. Isn't that right, young lady? Huh? Me? Oh, well, yeah, that's the plan, sure. See? Honestly, Shiva, you embarrassed yourself. I've got countless young folk who tell me every day just how hard they slave away for the good of this town and its residents. How long do you intend to hold out? Think of the effect it will have on your family's reputation. Fine. Please yourselves. Pay no mind to stubborn old men like me. Oh, we hurt his feelings. Well, wait! My stamp! Oh, give me the card! Yay! Well, we got a lot of stamps to go, don't we? Oh my gosh. Yay! Quest clear. Nice. The cost of good manners, quest 4. We haven't even checked the bulletin board. And yet there's nothing ever on the bulletin board. I'm not even kidding you. That's crazy. And let me go past here. Yeah, we're badly hurt. We need to rest. And we're also out of potions. And we still haven't seen, like, you know, the Outlander Lane and gotten, like, all the goodies. And we're supposed to be buying from Hogan's shop. There we go. But that is honestly something for next time, my starlings. Let me just... boop. Wow, I'm way up there. Hold on, hold on. I'm like, ah! There we go. Anyways, my starlings, thank you so much for stopping by. Arigatou gozaimasu. And like I said, everybody who's waiting for the thank you stream, the new thank you stream on the Discord, thank you so much for your patience. We will still be playing Love Esquire. We're going to take it all the way back to the beginning and try it again. This time with hopefully less like technical difficulties. It was crazy last time. Only lasted 28 minutes before I had to shut the whole thing down. But everything's been reworked and I have confidence that this time everything's gonna hold. At least I hope. My God. You know, we'll definitely work around issues as we come to them. But it was like a few settings I changed in the Discord. It should work now. It should definitely work. By the way, you know who you are. Thank you so much for helping me test it. You know, thank you so much for being my guinea pig. You know who you are. Anyways, though, like I said, though, my starlings, thank you so much for stopping by. Arigatou gozaimasu. And let me leave you with a few links. All right, those are all my links. That's my YouTube. We're up to 1,090 subscribers now on YouTube. Thank you so heckin' much, everyone. You make my dreams come true. Thank you for helping me shoot for the stars. We're over 1,000. We just keep climbing, and thank you so heckin' much. We're still going for our watch hours, though, so if you can watch my old stuff, like all my old videos, like and help me reach the watch hours, I would greatly appreciate it. Let's see, because we're still going for monetization. We haven't slowed down. We haven't stopped. We're still going for it. That is my Patreon. My stuff for YouTube ends up on there early. Also, we got a lot of exclusive. We also have my light novel on there. Any subscribers, like even the $1 one, can see all of this stuff, like all of my, all of my Chibi Night chapters for the light novel that I'm writing. And I'm also going to be writing a few other light novels as well. And they're going to end up on there as well. Oh, hi, Lizard Wizard. Hi, Lizard-san. Let's see what was I saying. Oh, but yeah. all the stuff on Patreon. We got lots and lots of stuff on there. Feel free to check it out. All the new Chippy Night chapters are reserved for those who are subscribers on there, but they do go public as time goes on. We're up to chapter 9 now. Chapter 8 is all the way up to chapter 8 is freebie to the public. Chapter 9 chapter 9 will become like free to the public once I have chapter 10 up there, reserved for everybody. All the new stuff is always reserved for all of my wonderful, lovely supporters. Thank you so much for supporting me, by the way. Arigatou gozaimasu to all of my Patreon subscribers. Thank you for everybody who subscribes to me on Twitch. And we don't have the YouTube subscriber thing yet, but everybody who joins me like on YouTube in the future and subscribes to the channel, thank you so heckin' much. Let's see. Okay, there's my Twitch, there's my TikTok, and there is my Discord. We got a lovely community on Discord, lots of friendly people, lots of friendly faces, with a lot of interesting, diverse interests, and a lot of stuff that intersect, so feel free to join us on the Discord. I also make some announcements on there that it's very handy to see. So if you want to like keep up with like the announcements and join the community, feel free to join the Discord. But oh, Wizard Son, I'm sorry that you came on at this point. Like I'm actually wrapping things up. Gomenasai. But hopefully you can. But hopefully you can watch the VOD on YouTube and catch up with anything if you're interested in watching this playthrough. It's awesome so far. The Eiyuden Chronicles is really great. Let's see. But hopefully you can catch me next time, Lizard Son. I'll be very happy to see you next time. Let's see. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for following me, Red-Eye Draven. Wait, Draven. Red-Eye Draven. Arigatou gozaimasu, Red-Eye-san. Let's see. Oh, that's right. Let's see. And never, ever, ever forget, my starlings. I love you, and I'll see you later. Bye. And now, for the Twitch people, it is time to raid a channel. Let's raid really fast. Is anybody I know online by any chance? Oh, Lula's here! Heckin' Lula! Yay, I love Lula Mouse. Lula Marie Mouse. Awesome. My goodness, my timing is lousy. Oh, Red-Eye Son! Don't worry, like, you can catch me other times. Like, I stream every Friday, or at least when I feel well, I do stream every Friday. And also, like, I'm doing on Discord, like, thank you streams for all the subscribers and the Patreon people. So if you want to go on there, you can do that as well. Sometimes I just do random streams as well, so you'll see me again. Let's see. Okay, yeah, we're going to start the raid. There we go. It's loading up. And let me just say, my starlings, always do your best, and until next time, shine bright, my starlings. Reach for the stars, okay? And have a good day tomorrow. And here we go. Bye.